Okay, so let's get back to this. His title is Malingerer, after all. Yep, that is true. That is his title. And he lives up to it. There's no doubt about it. So we're getting our fueled stove over here. That's fantastic. Now we're going to deconstruct this fire. We can always build a new fire if we are... Oh, we should probably cancel our bills here. We can always build a new fire if we are going to need some heat. That's fine. Nick Smarty has some inspired surgery. Good for you, Nick Smarty. Hey, Valence's resistance was broken by Sigma 162. I like it. That is fantastic. So the stove was built, and we should probably put in a stool here, just to be on the safe side. Actually, we can do chairs now. We can do chairs. This is true. And so we shall. We should probably think about replacing our existing stools with chairs, and we'll get started on that. We'll just have these out over here, and we'll just do 3 for now. We'll just start to phase out those stools. Another thing I would like to do, of course, is expand our barracks up here. We can definitely get more space there. We can expand it up this way, and then potentially even have a second corridor of them over here. I don't know. That may or may not be necessary. I also do want to put in an end table in each of these, near the bed. There we go. We're going to get rid of the bedroll eventually, but for now, that'll do. And we should probably also put in, let's see, a dresser in each of these. But for now, we don't really have space for that. So that's okay. Hey, Valen's got recruited. Excellent. Puts on his tribal wear, and let's go. Apparently we've got gold just chilling there. That is truly exciting stuff. Okay, so we'll see what ends up happening up over this way, of course. We've got those doors built. JJGamer failed while constructing a wooden dining chair. Okay. That's absolutely fine. We've got a lot of things to work on. We've got our ongoing farm work that is basically constant. We've got all of the construction that we want to do. There's just a lot of things that we're working on right now. Construction botched. Okay. And that's all completely fine for now. Right, we need to put bills in here. And we want to have lavish meals as the top priority until we have 10 of them. And then I want to do fine meals. Let's see, where's just fine meal? There it is. As the next highest priority until we have 10 of them. And we want to just keep those in stock whenever possible, whenever we have all of the parts that we need for them. And then we'll do simple meals beyond that until we have like 60 of those. Not 100. Okay, there we go. Cool. So get that done. We've got these chair constructions underway. And as they finish up, we will deconstruct these stools. Eventually. The deconstructions will take a while, but that's just fine. Beauty here is -0.2, -0.2. Yeah, okay, fair enough. That is fine. So we'll get our stools replaced with chairs eventually. We just need to get a lot of these construction projects finished up before we queue up more, is what really needs to happen here. I also want to overhaul our prisoner area a little bit. Manhunter pack of iguanas. Man hunting iguanas. Okay. So we're going to bring anybody who has firearms, which is all of these people. Okay. Anyone who is now drafted. which I believe is these 4. Come on up over this way. Sigma 162 should not be drafted. Correct. Okay, where are those iguanas at? We're going to hang out here on this side of the fence. They can get over the fence, but they have a harder time with it. It slows them down. There's 1 iguana down, 2 iguanas down, 3 iguanas down, and now we need to go eliminate this iguana. This is the only remaining iguana. Let's come on down over here. Wait, is there another iguana? Get out of here, you iguana. Nobody likes you. Okay. That's a lot of iguanas. Nick Smarty, take him out. You're not I can't help but notice you're not taking him out. Why did you close to melee range, Nick Smarty? That's what I want to know here. Okay. Well, there we go. Iguanas are done. I guess he was inspired surgery, not inspired tactics. That makes some sense. Okay, we'll bump back up to the fastest speed. Valens is not doing so well mood-wise. Mostly because they are the wrong ideology. Okay. Well, we could maybe assign somebody to be our Great Chief. And Sigma 162 seems like a decent option for that. Yes, expected quality 100%. Cool. So we've got a Great Chief in Sigma 162 now. That'll take a bit. A Festival of Mankind opportunity. So these guys are not exactly members, but Sigma 162 is now very, very happy. Cindy is maybe less happy about this, but that's to be expected if I'm honest. And Cindy's in a murderous rage and is trying to kill Nick Smarty. That's ambitious. Come arrest Cindy. There we go. Well, we're going to have to re-recruit Cindy again. This is like the 4th time that we've had to re-recruit Cindy. Hilarious. I thought we were over this, Cindy, but apparently not. She just doesn't have food. Slept in the heat. Why can't we have air conditioning? We don't know what air conditioning is. Okay. We're working on it. Helper lending. No. We're not going to give up colonists right now. Okay. So we will, of course, have to recruit Spartan News again and Cindy again. Let's see. Yep, we want to recruit Cindy. There we go. Did she do too much damage to Nick Smarty? No, not really. Not a big problem. Sounds good. Okay, so I want to see some of this stuff get sped up a bit. More specifically, I want to have this be reinstalled here. Like so. I want to see some of this actually get done. That'd be awfully nice. But everybody's kind of sleeping, right? Well, we're in a weird mix right now. Some people are sleeping, some people are just not doing anything. Like these guys. They're playing Hoopstone. And now Grill is researching. That is what we want Grill to do, to be fair. Sigma 162 is working on building. That's good. And then we want to move these chairs in here. There we go. Cindy is now catatonic. Okay. That's fine. We will build additional chairs over here. And not out of steel, I can tell you that. Wood will be just fine. Thank you very much. So how many are we going to need? We need 9. Okay. We'll just deconstruct these for the time being. There we go. finally getting around to this deconstruction down here. I like it. Luckily, nobody's let the chickens out. That's progress. Hey, the heat wave is over. Now you can maybe be less angry about the heat wave, Cindy. I mean, it is very hot. There's no doubt about that. It's like 40 degrees indoors here. 43 degrees in the hot pit. Spicy. Very hot indeed. So we're going to continue to work on this room a bit, and I would like to maybe put another torch over here. There we go. At this point, we largely need to just wait for some of these issues to, or not really issues, but some of these tasks to finish up. That's mostly what we need to wait for. Grill just ate iguana meat. Okay, sure. We don't really have anybody cooking right now. So, like, Cindy was kind of our cook. Who is working on cooking as a backup? Nuspis? Okay, that'll be fine. Actually, Valens should be. Something kind of like this would be fine. Yeah, do it. Well, that's a simple meal there, but that's fine. Okay, Mastica is apparently cooking, but that's completely okay. As long as we're getting all of this stuff done, that's what's important right now. We need to get this stuff done. Technically, we shouldn't be deconstructing this or this. The rest of them should be. Okay. There we go. So now we can build some more walls. We want this to be what? These were 4 by 5, I believe. So 1, 2, 3, 4 by 5. This feels short. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we want one more here. So it goes like that. Okay. That'll do, and we'll do the same thing over here. Getting ourselves another set of bedrooms. So we currently have 8 people, and that would mean that we have 1 person per bedroom, minus Cindy and Spartan News. So we should get another batch of bedrooms here. Let's have this be wood, if we can. Apparently we can't. We don't have wood stored. Oh, yeah, we don't. Okay, we can go chop some wood. Like, we can clear out the dromedary pen with wood, and we can clear out the chicken pen from wood. These are things that I wanted to do anyway. And we can clear out all of this wood from the various pens. That'll do just fine. Okay. And we also need to clear out some trees over here, which will also help. Okay, I do want to get additional wooden doors here and here, obviously. And then wooden walls up over this way. So this needs to be, I believe, 5 and 6 overall. Okay. Honestly, since it doesn't get that cold, I feel like we don't need the insulation. We might just avoid doing the insulation for a while. Like, just block it off kind of like that for right now. Spartan News is in a daze. I mean, that's not shocking. Okay. We do need to, of course, move some of these chairs around. There we go. We'll get those moved in a bit. And once we get these rooms done, that will be a big change. I want to make sure that we have these surfaces smoothed as far as we can here, which is only up to here. Okay. So this room we should really probably just have... We should just have wood floors for both of these rooms, is the answer. For all of these rooms, in fact. This should all just be wood doors, or wood floors. So we would cancel the smooth surface over here, like that. And then do wood floors like this. We can switch to another floor type later if we need to. But for now, that'll do. And yes, this is technically outdoors right now, which is a little bit exciting. But we'll block that off in a bit here. In fact, we could have this be kind of modular and just have a door, like, in each of these. I don't know that that's great, in all honesty. But we can just put a door here for now. That'll do. We do want this to no longer be considered outdoors, and apparently grill is insulting people. I want people to work on construction up here, but we're going to need them to wake up first. That's fine. What do we got going on here? I mean, more recreation types would be nice. We can now build poker and billiards tables. It requires cloth. I don't think that we can make cloth from wool, at least not currently. Maybe though. Maybe not. Yeah, these guys that just woke up, they're not expecting to live the tribal lifestyle. They're roughing it a bit, so they're not super okay with that. That's fine. They don't have to be. They'll get there eventually. We will reinstall this chair once that gets in position here. There we go. Right there is fine. Cool. Okay, Sigma 162 could begin a leader speech. What does that do? Okay. Not a lot is the answer. That's fine. So I do want to continue to work on converting some of these newer people. We'll try to convert Mastica, which we dropped the certainty a bit. So that's good. This chair will, of course, need to be moved. That's Sigma 162. This chair will need to be moved to here. Cool. And that'll be just fine. We've still got a lot of trees to chop, so that's good. We've got plenty of wood. How's our dromedary pen doing? Okay, we definitely need to prune out our dromedaries. So, we've got 13 dromedaries here. I want to have at least 2 females and 2 males. And how many do we think that we need to slaughter here? I think at least 3. So, we see 1 male, we see... Okay. All we see here, in terms of the adults, are 2 males. So, let's try removing 2 females. And see how that goes. Much better. Cool. This fire is going to have to be removed eventually, for obvious reasons. But for now, that's looking reasonably fine. Let's get these constructions done, and it's very hot here in this quote-unquote freezer. Which isn't necessarily great for the food inside. That's for sure. Okay, everybody's gonna go to sleep here soon, except for this guy who's pigging out. But I guess he'll stop that soon. I hope. Dromedary 6 has given birth, and we need to eliminate another dromedary. Or expand this a bit. That's another option. Okay. Auto cut. Auto cut plants in pen. Yes. That is actually something that we want. So we'll auto cut those. And then as far as food goes, yeah, this'll do for now. Okay. So at this point, the question becomes, what do we need? Well, we need to clean up a number of things here. We need to get our chairs replaced. We need to get these bedrolls at least moved into these other rooms that need to get finished. We need to get these rooms finished as a fairly high priority. Who do we have working on construct right now? Sigma162 and Valens. Okay. But Valens is going to be cooking. Almost certainly. I say as he goes to cook. Or rather, I say as he goes to construct. Okay, well, he should actually be cooking. All we've got right now is a fine meal. Primary one changed. Machine mankindism is now more common amongst our tribespeople. Okay. That might change once we get these guys recruited back. Spartan News' resistance has been broken. That's good. But we definitely need to get these further dormitories constructed. That is of a very high priority right now. I would like to continue expanding down this way and opening up this area and figuring out what exactly we want to do with it. For now, I don't exactly know. But hey, there's this chair done. So we need to take this stool and deconstruct it. That is the next goal. Let's see. This one's not being moved, so we'll move that. This one's not being moved, nor is this one. This one already was. It was moving here. Okay. There we go. We'll get those all moved into position. Yeah, no cloth available there. I don't think we can make cloth currently because we don't have access to tailoring. In order to do that, we will probably need, like, carpet making or something. Not exactly carpet making. Complex clothing? For the hand tailor bench. Probably. Probably. But we're going to have electricity somewhat soon-ish. Luckily, this is still outside. I don't know why I said luckily. It's not luckily at all. We need to get this done. But right now, this is fine. Getting Cindy and Spartan News back would be good. Assuming that they don't try to kill people. Which, you know, they probably will. If I'm honest. There, Spartan News is back. Cool. Welcome back, Spartan News. We are going to have you start constructing. Please don't murder anyone else. He did the crime, and then he did his time. Hopefully it was enough. Psychic Soothe female is always convenient. Moving those chairs around. There we go. So our dining room is much better now. 1.8 beauty there. Not a lot of beauty, but that's to be expected. These rooms are pretty much good to go. So let's go into here, and we'll put in a torch lamp in each of them, right about here. Like so. And then we're going to put in an end table in each of them, right about here. Cool. People are social fighting, which is not necessarily a good thing. That does usually mean that we require additional recreation types, and yeah, that would be nice, but we just don't have cloth. We need cloth for both of these. I mean, ultimately it'd be great, right? We would absolutely love to have both of those. That positioning was maybe not exactly where I wanted it. Yeah, that'll be better. Okay. So our Pro Man Fixer role is currently unfulfilled. That said, Nick Smarty is not part of our ideology. Once Cindy is, then we'll be back to being the loyalist ideology. So once Cindy is recruited in, and she is quite a long ways away from that. Okay. I do want to get this research done. We're at about 2,300 out of 3,200. So that is progressing very, very nicely. We're going to get this tree done, too. It's currently unroofed over here. Valens is not very good at cutting down trees, I see. Build that roof area. I want this to be indoors. And let's just get that done. Cool. Okay, so we can move 4 of these bedrolls. And we're going to reinstall that up over here. We're going to reinstall this bedroll up here. This bedroll will go here. This bedroll will go here. And then we have enough room to get 2 more. So we can go ahead and put in some wooden walls here. I think that's 1 too long, isn't it? It is. So we need that. Okay. There we go. I'd like to reinstall this door up here, but sadly you can't do that with doors. So we're going to put in a new door there and a door here and here. And of course we'll put in our flooring. There we go. Something along the lines of that. And I guess we'll leave this door for now. It's not the end of the world. These are steel end tables. I did not intend them to be steel. Well, I guess they get steel end tables. I definitely did not intend that. We will want to build beds up here eventually. Replace these bedrolls with beds. But for right now, we'll wait on that. Yeah, we're losing dromedary meat. Not shocking. How much is air conditioning after this? 1,000? That's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. Okay. All is looking good for now. We do have a major break risk. That is grill. Things will get a lot more comfortable once we get our electricity done. That will help a lot. Casserole is going for a sad wander, but Eve just joined our colony. Huh. Cool. So we now have this guy. What are you good at? Well, we'll bump these to 4. You're good at cooking. That's handy. Good at growing. And plant cut. I like it. And there's a fire up here. Okay. That fire... there's always fires up here. I don't know what's going on with that. There's a lot of fires up there. That's very clear, though. Well, that will free up more people to work on this project, so that's always good, having another person to help run this place. We have a lot of things that we need to do, of course. I mean, we need to prune out some chickens. And some dromedaries. Let's see here. So we've got 2 males and we've got 3 females. Okay. There's just a lot of little dromedaries that need to grow up. As far as this over here goes, we can definitely prune out 1 rooster. And I think we can get rid of, like, 3 hens as well. Found you with your latest Kerbal series. Wow, apparently I can't read. And have been really enjoying the regular content. Love me some RimWorld too. Keep up the good gaming. Well, thank you very much. Always glad to keep that up. We're going to have this done fairly soon. We are, of course, going to need to drop in some torches over here eventually. And I'd like to get some end tables here too. Just do something kind of like that. Are we lacking a floor here? No? Just looked weird. Okay. That's fine. So, I mean, we're going to have this section reasonably well handled pretty soon. Of course, there is this fire in the home area up here. Is anyone assigned to firefighting it? Looks like JJ Gamer is, but it is raining, so it shouldn't spread. Yeah, the fire put itself out via rain. That is glorious. We didn't have to do anything. And we'll just get that finished up there. This needs to be finished still. And apparently this is unroofed. I guess this is unroofed. Which of course means that this is all technically outdoors, which is not ideal under any circumstances. We really do need to get some cloth. That would be very nice. Grill is currently picking out, though, instead of researching, which is a little sad, but, I mean, we've got some meals. We're not short on food. We're doing just fine on food at this point. What we need right now is to get our bedrooms nicer. So, first things first, we're going to reinstall this bed up over here, and this bed up over here. We do need to get this all roofed, but that should be done pretty quickly here. Yeah, that's happening now. Mastica, why don't you see about roofing this area? Where are we lacking roof here? Wonder if it's in here? No. I'm not sure why we're lacking roof right here. We can check the roof area. Zone, build roof area. Well, there we go. Grill is picking out and Valens is picking out. But Sigma 162, why don't you come up here and finish up this roof area? There we go. Now this is still considered unroofed. So what are we lacking in roofing here? This should all be mountain roof? Or rock roof? An overhead mountain? It's still considered unroofed here. No, this is indoors now. I'm wrong. Okay, fantastic. I'm glad to be wrong. We should probably have someone try to trade with Lobster here and see what we've got. We can sell off some of our chickens and dromedaries. This is what I would prefer to end up doing, is selling off livestock. That's going to be a very handy way to do things. So we can sort by, let's see, we want to make sure that we have at least 2 males and 2 females. So male and female, male and female. Yes, so this dromedary can be sold. As can, let's see here. Did that change the order? No. Okay, so 2 males and 2 females. These dromedaries can, in theory, all be sold. Okay. Roosters and hens. Yes. So we've got this rooster and we've got this cockerel. I'm only going to sell 1 hen here. Actually, that's 9 hens. Apparently so. I see. This interface has always been confusing, in my opinion. Male and female female muffalo. So we should be able to sell 1 muffalo 2 and 1 muffalo 5, as well as our muffalo 1, in theory. Assuming I'm reading this correctly, and I think that I am. We shouldn't sell calves. I don't think. Only adult animals. Okay, so that'll give us a good amount. And is there anything here that we want? We could get a couple of alpacas for breeding. That's an option. And we'd still be positive. Let's do it. Okay, so we have those alpacas. Where are we going to store the alpacas? For now, let's put them over with the muffalos. But I think that I want another alpaca pen. So we're going to get ourselves not steel fences, but wooden fences. And we're going to put an alpaca pen up over maybe this way. We can start with it being like 20 by 20. Okay. And then we can do a marker. That pen marker is steel. Let's make that be wooden, thanks. There we go. Okay. So we'll get that started. The alpacas will eventually be over here. Have they already been moved? No. That'll probably be something that happens in the morning. And then there's all of those animals that we sold them, as well as the silver that we got from that transaction. Overall, I think that was a really good transaction. I like it. We're going to be able to sell a lot of livestock doing it that way. And that should hopefully keep our nutrition consumption a bit lower. It'd be awful nice. What is this thing? Dandelions. Okay. They had all of their muffalos in our dining room. I don't know about that. That's a little exciting. And we should also have this set to be automatically plant cut. Nick Smarty is currently starving. Well, that's his own fault. We have plenty of food. Granted, not plenty of cooked food. That's being worked on. So that's absolutely fine. No problem whatsoever there. This quest is going to expire in 24 hours. The terrifying boom rats. No thanks. The trade caravan is leaving, but they left their alpacas here. The alpacas are actually, one of the alpacas is in this pen, and the other is in this pen. Alpacas should be forbidden from this pen. There we go. Only dromedaries. Thanks. There we go. We'll get this built up soon enough. Eve tried to convert Sigma 162. Which didn't work very well. What is Eve's religion? Dark Shaft. Okay. Interesting. Well, we want to get this pen done as soon as we can. This is right next to our uranium, which is, you know... I mean, alpacas are well known for their need to be near uranium. That's how this works. I don't know if you knew this, but it's true. Absolutely true. Alpacas will not live unless they are near enough to uranium. At least that's what I've heard. I'm not an alpaca expert. How are we doing on our chickens? Oh, we're doing fine on our chickens for now. Even with the raccoon in there. And yeah, the alpacas are going to be not great for the muffalo pen. But that's fine. I would like to get all of these hauled out of here so that the dromedaries can have additional growth here. So get all of these hauled eventually. We've got space for it, so they should... It should happen in time. But I want to get this pen done. Apparently that's going to be a tomorrow thing, unless we wanted to force it. Okay, sounds good. It didn't have to be immediate. This is fine. Apparently Nuspis is doing a decent amount of cooking with some fine meals. Cool. And we can see we've got 3 out of the 10 fine meals that we need. I'm not too worried about stockpiling up food right now because obvious reasons. And those reasons that are obvious, I suppose I should actually explain. The obvious reason in question is that it'll just expire. It's not a freezer. It will eventually be, but I would also like, at this point, to start another field here. And that field is going to be not quite fitting in where I wanted to here. It's 1 over, but that's, I guess, fine. And we're not going to plant potatoes here. We are going to plant... Let's see. We want corn here. maybe a little late in the season to plant corn, but our plants didn't die over the winter, so should be fine. I also want to start up a couple additional fields. They don't need to be huge. One here. One approximately here, but honestly, maybe more like here. One here. And one here. And what are these fields going to be? These are not going to be what they're planting in them. I want this to be heel root. I want this to be, let's see here, probably cotton. This over here, I want that to be, no, I don't want to expand it. I want that to be, I think, what do I want that to be? I was thinking about maybe having that be an additional strawberry field. And then this one could maybe be additional corn or potatoes. I'm going to go with potatoes. And then we'll put in one more growing zone over here, which is not going to be a particularly huge growing zone. And that will be additional corn. Okay. There we go. So that'll expand that out a little bit. That'll be fine. We'll just get that going. No real problem there. I think that we might want additional cotton than what we have planted here, and there's potatoes there right now. So to that end, I'm going to actually expand this zone to include that. There we go. That'll be cotton. Fantastic. Okay, all is good there. We should, I mean, we have no food problems as is. I'm just trying to expand our diet a little bit and grow a few extra things like heel root and cotton. But the corn is mostly to expand our diet, and we don't need additional rice. We've got plenty of rice. We need potentially other things, and that will be fine. Oh, the alpaca pen is done. Cool. We will auto-cut plants. We'll auto-cut everything there. Well, maybe not the grass and the tall grass. I don't know. Okay. And then this will allow only alpacas. So, alpacas. There we go. We'll get those moved over eventually. They are currently chilling in here. Cool. So that'll get us some wool from the alpacas. And we're actually almost done researching electricity. 2970. That's great. Really, really happy to see that. Probably want to move our hoopstone ring. We will reinstall that, like, down over here. That'll be fine. How many simple meals do we have right now? 4. Okay. Muffalo 7 has given birth. That's cool. Eventually, we're probably going to send out trading caravans with our livestock, but for now, we're waiting for them to come to us. For now. I just kind of fully ran out of things to say. That was exciting. That was very, very exciting indeed. Mad Ibex. Okay. I mean, that's not very far away. We'll have, like, Mastica and Nuspis come up over this direction. They should both be more than capable of dealing with this thing. I mean, unless he goes into melee again with his revolver. I guess that's fine, though. I don't necessarily want you to melee attack it. There you go. Just don't shoot Nuspis. Okay, we're good. You're in no immediate danger. For now, anyway. Prioritize, I guess that's already being hauled. Sounds good. I feel like you're going to need to be treated, but you're going to be treated, so that's fine. So we should probably upgrade these from bedrolls and upgrade those to beds. That is something that we should probably do. So for now, let's go ahead and get those queued up. We're going to queue up some beds in kind of an awkward spot here. But we'll reinstall those after we deconstruct the bedrolls. And then we'll continue to improve these bedrooms. But for now, this'll do. Those beds shouldn't take very long to construct either. That should be absolutely fine. Nobody's moved the alpacas yet, which makes me a little bit sad. Mad gazelles. That is quite a lot of gazelles. Okay. So... let's see. Spartan News. Okay. JJ Gamer, Mastica, Nuspis, and Valens, I think, are going to come up over this way. Those gazelles are attacking our field over here. Okay. So Grill is under attack and isn't going to make it out. They're not going to kill Grill. These guys are moving very slowly. Okay, the gazelles are now trying to break out of the gate. And succeeding. Just stop. You don't have to get into formation. Let's see about eliminating the gazelles. There's a lot of gazelles. I'm not going to lie. JJ Gamer is downed, but there's only one remaining gazelle. Valens, I want you to go rescue Grill. Okay. And Mastica, I want you to rescue JJ Gamer. Cool. Okay. I want you to carry the gazelle to the cryosleep casket. That's hilarious. We're going to kill this gazelle. There we go. We're going to need to repair our fencing, of course, that the gazelles took down. And they took down the fencing over here as well. Okay. Sigma162, that is your priority. Okay. Allies needing help. We have allies? Apparently we have allies. We're not going to do that. Prioritize working up here, Sigma162. We need to get this done so that these guys stop wandering. There we go. Now you can do whatever. We'll get them rounded up fairly quickly. Okay. So Mastica is needing treatment. There we go. JJ Gamer and Grill appear to be being tended nicely. I like it. Okay. And we're butchering the gazelles. Fantastic. So we can use that meat to create some better meals. And that'll be just fine. Everybody's going to bed. They'll be back out soon. JJ Gamer is fetching muffalos. Sure. I mean, we'll get those. Not too concerned about it. Checking in on the chickens, it looks fine. Checking in on the dromedaries, it looks fine. Checking in on the alpacas, we don't have any alpacas in here. Somehow we got a boom rat in there. Okay. I don't think that's helpful, but sure. Are those lavish meals? No, those are fine meals. Okay. Muffalo 6 is roaming away, but we will catch these muffalos as everybody eats their breakfast and then heads on out to get to work on it. The psychic drone is ending. Apparently we got ourselves a bunch of chickens. They hatched in here, which is always funny. Sure. The muffalos are being herded up. And that's great. There's an alpaca going in. Hey, electricity done. Yes. Okay, we're going to go for air conditioning next. And we need to immediately begin work on some power generations. Okay. So for now, we're going to go with a wood-fired generator, and we're going to put that like a little bit off over this direction. We're not really developing over here, but that's fine. We'll put that over here. I would also like to get a wind turbine. And realistically, where do we want to put that? I'm thinking somewhere up over this way. And then we're going to want to... I usually like to floor down below this. Hex tiles for steel, huh? That's kind of neat. Fungal gravel for growing fungal crops underground. Yeah, we're not going to do that right now, although that's something that is definitely interesting to do. For now, I'm just going to do concrete, and I want to check... Okay, so down to there. So we're just going to put in a pad of concrete here. Like, I believe, not that. Not that at all. Yeah, this is going to take a bunch of steel. The concrete goes, I think, like that. Yes. And that's just to keep that clear for the wind generator. So we're, of course, going to need a bunch more steel now that we have electricity. We're going to start mining this compacted machinery. We're going to start mining this steel over here as well. That will all be very, very necessary for us. There's more steel down here, more down over this way. That will all be very good. We're also going to want to start putting in some concrete out here. It's cheap and quick to build, but I want this to come in over this way so that we can start having some paths out here. Okay, we're going to take a path down over this way. Kind of like this, and a path up here. I guess I can cut through there, kind of like that in an awkward fashion. And we can come down over here. Just make this look a wee bit more tamed. There we go. Something along the lines of this. And then this would connect in over this way, of course. Like that. Otherwise, I don't think we need to connect other things up with path just yet. Although we could have that go up to there like that. There we go. Okay. We're beginning to build that concrete. That'll need to be cleared out, of course, and we'll need to get more steel, I'm pretty sure. Our steel and components are quite low, but that is because we've not really prioritized getting them at all. So that will all be something that we definitely need to deal with. Okay. Cindy is no longer psychotic wandering. Maybe we're going to be able to recruit her again eventually. Maybe. She's at 1.9 resistance. That's fine, I guess. So these beds have been built. We need to start deconstructing these beds, or rather these bed rolls. That is the next step over here. I'm also noticing these are, I think, a little bit smaller. Because we have 2 blocks here and 1 block here. Yeah, that might be my fault, but we can move some things around and make this work just fine. So the way that we would do that is we would reinstall these up here. Like that. There we go. So we have enough room to do other things. Perfect. We do have this generator fired up now. Or not really fired up, but we have it built. So we're going to take a power conduit out into this wall. Of course, we don't actually have our air conditioning just yet. But we're going to be able to replace all of these torch lamps in here. And that's going to be our first priority there. So we're going to take our power conduit and we're going to run it in like this into this interior wall. And we can't run it through this stone. That's something I should have thought of. Okay. In that case, we're going to cancel all of that power conduit and we are going to run it around the outside here, which is all wood, except for right here. Which is not awkward at all. definitely not awkward at all. Run this over like that, and then just in like this. There we go. That'll get power all throughout this building, except for this spot. We can't run it through the smoothed stone wall either, can we? Do we have any smooth stone wall? We may just have to smooth it first. Which would be fine. We can do that. We've been meaning to do that anyway. Valens and Sigma 162 are now lovers. Okay. They probably want to sleep together then. Valens is here. So we should start working on a double bed then. And we'll do a double bed like so. This is a big enough room to pull that off. So that's fine. No problem at all there. We've got this concrete pad almost made. That's great. And air conditioning, we are over 10% of the way through. Ah, the Vasbra Alliance is going to raid us. There are 5 of them. They're equipped with some fairly low-tech weapons. Okay. They're going to prepare for a while, so we're just going to let them do their thing for a little bit while we work. And once they attack, we will probably hole up down here. We're building this wind turbine. There we go. And we are going to also immediately start working on bringing some power down this way. So that'll need to connect in with our main grid, of course, and we'll just bring that in like so. I'm bringing it down this way so that it can reach some of these other buildings. There we go. So that'll be our main power conduit there. But now that we have power coming in, that's going to be a very big deal for us. I'm hoping Grill will stop psychotic wandering by the time they attack. That would be nice. Okay, they're beginning their assault. Grill did not stop psychotic wandering. So we're going to have all of these guys draft. For now, we're going to meet up over here instead, because Grill is over here. Okay. So here they come. We're going to have Nick Smarty move out over this direction with that chain gun. Cool. To cover us from this side. Okay. So Eve was downed there. Let's see. You are just melee. Why don't you rescue Eve? And Sigma 162, I want you to rush this guy. And JJ Gamer, you are unarmed, which is not perfect. Casserole, attack this guy. Okay. Someone just die? No. Maybe. What is this? Oh, they're reacting to this body. Right, I'm dumb. Hey, Grill is psychotic wandering, and this guy's attacking from up here. Okay, Mastica, go deal with this guy. I want you to ranged attack this guy. I understand that it's short range, but that's a little ridiculous. Okay, Nick Smarty, you need to come up over this way. Okay. Fantastic. Wait, where did this guy go? Oh, Casserole died. I didn't notice that one. Okay, well, Casserole died. That's unfortunate. Oh, right here. They hit the dromedary there. That is sad that Casserole died, but, you know, that happens. Okay. Just Spider left. And we can actually... Are you dead? Yes, you're dead. Okay. So we're going to need to dig a bunch of graves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 graves, I think, overall. I think so. Yeah. Casserole dying makes me a little sad, but here we are. So we're going to put in a grave here. There's a lot more options here now. Okay, that's fine. We're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4. Ground here is too hard, but 5. There we go. I'm actually surprised that Casserole died there. Let's see what happened here. Grill came in while psychotic wandering and killed Casserole. Wow. Okay. That's unfortunate. But I guess it's fine. Well, we have 2 roles unfulfilled, and we're, of course, going to need to get people to fulfill those roles. You can be the pro man fixer. And I guess we will now have Nick Smarty be the chief. No, that can't work. That definitely isn't going to work. Okay. So, Grill needs treatment. You are currently psychotic wandering. You are in no immediate danger. No real problem there. Ah, here comes another... you're participating in the role change. That'll be done soon. There we go. Come out here and trade. Let's see what we've got. JJ Gamer cannot talk properly, but that's fine. They don't want anything we have. Okay. And we don't want anything they have either. Cool. Okay, so... we do need to get this bed built. Oh, this is a steel bed? I keep doing that. I wanted that to be a wooden bed. There we go. Cool. We can deconstruct these fires. They're no longer necessary. Okay. Nick Smarty is going to die in 5 hours if Sigma 162 doesn't get down here. So we'll head on over. Eve, how are you doing? You're going to die in 6 hours as well. So we're going to need to tend to you two. Let's have Mastica. Would you be able to? You won't clean, but you will tend. There we go. Anybody else planning to die? Nuspis is. Why don't you come on over and rest until healed? Grill is in no immediate danger. Okay. So we'll have then Spartan News come over here. You would not tend. Okay. JJ Gamer, would you? No. These two are being tended. Valens? Yes. Valens would tend. Okay, so we'll do that. Fantastic. Okay. Successful role change. Yup. Casserole did indeed die. Interment of loyalty opportunity. Okay. I mean, Sigma 162 should probably do that. Well, we still need to work on tending here. You're not going to die anytime soon, nor are you. Okay. Sigma 162, come on down here and work on this grave. That was a pretty big attack. There's no doubt about it. Hey, Cindy was recruited. Okay. So, you are now coming up this way, but we need to prioritize burying some people. Cindy, welcome back to the colony. I need you to dig some graves. Okay. Excellent. Well, she only dug the one grave, but I guess that's fine. For now, anyway. We will need to get this double bed made. That'll be soon enough, anyway. Hopefully. Maybe? We're working on some construction out over here. Having 3 people down and 1 person was wandering in a psychotic state, that does hurt. In terms of getting things done. That absolutely does hurt. Some rice rotted away, that's unsurprising. And Spartan News is doing some researching here. I do like that. That is good. Hey, there's those graves done. So we're going to need to work on burying those soon enough. And there's one up over here too. I believe there were 5 in total. Okay. So we'll work on that. That'll be fine. There's a medical emergency going on over here, but I think we have that fully under control, correct? Correct. There's an infection going on with Nick Smarty, which is not great. Immunity is above the infection level, but not by much. Okay. That's certainly not ideal. See, I think one of these... Wasn't one of these a paramedic? Maybe not. Okay. How's that infection doing? We're still ahead in the immunity. Okay. The tending will expire. I want you to come back and rest until healed. Who do we have that is the highest in terms of doctor? That is Nick Smarty. Self-tend is not ideal. I guess we'll use Grill. Okay, Nick Smarty. We're going to prioritize tending here, because we definitely need to deal with that infection. The tending expires now, and... There we go. Quality 21. But hopefully we'll be okay. I think we're fine. I'm reasonably sure of that. How are things going over here? Okay. So we do need to get these deconstructions done. Sigma 162, I want you to go ahead and do that. Deconstruct those right now. There we go. Okay. And then we want to reinstall these beds to be here. Something kind of like that. This needs to be assigned to, let's see, this needs to be Sigma 162, and this needs to be, they actually can't sleep in the same bed, even though they're lovers, because their ideology forbids. That's kind of wild. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. Well, we'll need to deal with that. So Sigma 162, actually, we need, like... I don't want it to be Spartan News. I don't really want it to be JJ Gamer either. For who we assign to the Loyalizer role. But I guess JJ Gamer will do. So let's get that going. We need a Loyalizer. Nuspis is running wild. He is now a wild man. We can work on taming him. But that's interesting. JJ Gamer is trying to tame him. Want some strawberries? No. He did not want strawberries. But we should definitely work on taming him. That'll be fine. And JJ Gamer is throwing a tantrum. That's pretty normal. Please don't break the fences. Of all of the things you can break, why does it always have to be the fences? Sigma 162, please come build this fence again. And now this fence. Punch the walls all you want. The fences are no bueno. Okay. Are we good? You done punching stuff? Maybe. Well, this fence was broken. And he is breaking a bunch of fences up here. Okay. Very rude. Very rude indeed. You done? Okay, you're done. You're going to build all these fences before you do anything else. Is their ideology based on 1950s television? That sounds correct. But I think it's ultimately because they have different ideologies. Even though they're lovers, they can't actually share the same bed, which is weird. Very weird indeed. You can give the couple 2 single beds next to each other and they'll be happy without breaking the ideology. That's wild. Okay, I guess we'll do that. So we'll get rid of this bed and we will move this unowned bed down to, let's see, that's Cindy, Eve. A lot of these are unowned. Mastica. That's who we want that at, I think, right? No, Valens. We want this to be Valens. So we will set this owner to be Valens then. And we are going to reinstall this bed over here. Let's have Sigma162 prioritize working on that. That seems like a really weird workaround, though. And that is Valens there. So this bed would be deconstructed. There we go. And then we would need another single bed up over here. Okay, that'll do. Okay. So in theory, that should do the trick. At least according to Jake Holt. We'll see. It feels a little weird that they're okay with this. I mean, this is definitely based on 1950s television, right? That's what's going on here right now. This is 1950s television. But let's check their bio. Or rather, their social. Opinion of lover, sure. Want great chief apparel, fair enough. Wait, Nick Smarty died? Nick Smarty died. He must have died of the infection. That is sad. There was nothing we could really do about it. But, yeah. Nick Smarty died. Okay. We will need another grave then. I mean, that happens. Yeah, roosters are starting to roam. Unsurprising, considering what we've got going on here. People will catch them and bring them back, but they'll roam right back out until this gets fixed. Okay. So we've got a lot of work to do here. Nick Smarty dying does make me sad, but, I mean, the game is designed to do that sort of thing. And Mastica is punching things. Okay. And gonna break more fences. Of course. They just love to break the fences. You finished? No? Yeah, punch the walls all you want. That is completely fine. Fences, less fine. Okay, you're no longer having a tantrum. Good. So we're getting all that steel put together and getting all this pathing done. We do have a lot of deficit work to do here. Sigma162, please grab Nick Smarty and bury him. It's unfortunate. Nick Smarty was a good worker for us, but here we are. That does make me very sad. Someone needs that revolver. Grill, why don't you go grab that? Or, oh, you're psychotic wandering. That's why you don't. I don't want to give it to Cindy. How about JJ Gamer? Go get that revolver. There we go. The last thing we want is Cindy with a gun. That is absolutely the last thing we want. We've got a lot of dromedaries, and we should consider getting rid of some of them. But overall, we've got a lot of animals running around right now because a bunch of people punched fences for no real reason. But okay. We've got plenty of food stockpiled for the time being. That all looks good. And there is a chain shotgun here that somebody will need. That is also definitely in the category of not Cindy. Okay. Time for sleep, I guess. Well, other than Eve. Eve is cooking. I would like to get some... I would like to get some lights down here. It's like a standing lamp over this way to help light some of this area. I feel like that would be fairly handy. The sun lamp, of course, would be good, but we should try to see if we can trade with any of these guys. Spartan News, what do we got here with Lawman? Or no, this one. Okay, bulk goods trader. Okay. So we've got a bunch of chicks here, and I think that we can go ahead and get rid of basically all of them at this point. I want to keep around at least 2 hens and 2 roosters, so we would keep something kind of like this. We don't care about the ducks. Dromedary calves, I think we're okay with getting rid of. For dromedaries, we can get rid of that female. These 2 males should stay. And then this male can go. These dromedary calves can all go. And then the muffalo calves can go as well. Let's see. We've got... These muffalos should stay. These alpacas have not been bred yet, so that's fine. This dromedary, or rather this muffalo, can go as well. Do they have anything in here that we want? I mean, components are always good. I'm just checking to see. Yeah, we're still making money like this. Steel is always good, too. Okay. I believe I just sold our components on our steel. What am I doing? If we want to buy, we go this direction. We buy components, and we buy any steel that they have available. No, this is selling it. I want to buy this. Negative numbers sell. It's positive here. That is so confusing to me. I don't know. That's wild. So at this point, we'll be 192, but I think that's good. We'll accept that. So a bunch of chickens, a bunch of dromedaries, and a bunch of muffalos are going with them. And we got a bunch of steel and components. That will be very helpful for us. We will need those. We have a lot of work deficit here that I want to work through for the next little bit before we really get to work. There's so much blood in this pit, or in this pen. That's insane. There's a lot of blood there. We're going to need to clean all that up, of course. But more importantly, well, Casserole was our cleaner, actually. Who do we have cleaning right now? Kind of nobody. Anybody who isn't really doing anything? Not really. We can have JJ Gamer switch over to it, though, when you're not working with handling animals. That'll be fine. I think that'll be fine. So these guys will leave, and they'll take all of those excess animals with them. We still haven't moved the alpacas over to this pen. Ah, because alpacas are allowed here. That would do it. A bed is no longer assigned to JJ Gamer. Yeah, that's fine. We're just setting these up the way they're supposed to be properly. And I would also like to get some dressers in here. Specifically, I want to put them in like this. This dresser is going to be maybe a little awkward, but we'll put it in like that. And then we'll get all of these in. There we go. That'll do. Cool. we don't need this sleeping spot. That can go away. Grill is no longer wandering in a psychotic state. That's helpful. We have a lot of work to do, so welcome back, Grill. And goes to bed. Fair enough. Yeah, that's pretty normal. These guys will leave eventually with all of their chickens and muffalo and dromedaries that they bought from us. But I'm much more interested in the components and the steel. But yeah, they're heading off. Good. With all of their ridiculous numbers of livestock. So yeah, this should be completely fine. We have a bunch of chickens here that are going to hatch, which is kind of funny. A bunch of eggs. Now, this is not actually this is not actually currently powered. Do these standing lamps still work with a do they still attach at a range, or do you have to actually attach the power conduit directly in these days? Looks like they're still going to work at a range. Okay. We'll take this in kind of like that. And then we should be able to reconnect that, in theory. There's no reconnect button anymore. That's interesting. Well, that's fine. We are going to need to take out a wall over here, which we will do right now, because we want to put a vent in over here. So we want to put a vent here. Actually, we don't need to deconstruct it for that, I'm pretty sure. So we just put in the vent, and that'll be fine. I also want to put in a few extra vents over here. We can't build in these walls, which is sad, but we can put vents in on this wall, and then over here as well. Okay. So that'll just help us equalize our temperature. And we can put a vent in over here as well. Oh, a colonist needs rescue. What's going on here? Grill is... Oh, Mastica. You are rescuing Grill right now? Ah, withdrawal from the wake-up addiction. Okay, that'll do. Unsurprising. Air conditioning finished. Fantastic. Let's go, I think, with solar power next. We'll work on that. Because now, we need to get this section done for sure. And we need to get a pair of air coolers in here. It's probably not going to be enough to have one. So we're going to do that. That will get done eventually. And we'll need to control our temperature in here as well. But for now, I'm not too concerned about that. We'll get there in a bit. We have a lot of construction to do here, that's for sure. Apparently somebody left pants here. That must have been the guy who decided to go feral. This guy. I believe he is not currently wearing pants. Is that correct? That is correct. He is wearing a tribal wear and tribal headdress, but he left these flak pants. Okay, that's an interesting choice. These chickens, surprisingly, didn't hatch, or maybe they did, and this is a different clutch of eggs. I think that might be the case. Hey, a young alpaca. Nice. Although it needs to be moved over to here. They still haven't been moved, but I think that that's just because we have so much work to do. Pretty sure that's what's going on there. Got all this handled for the time being, so that's great. And we do have some power flowing in, although this is not currently charged. We don't have any fuel in that. For now, we don't need it. For now, we're fine running off of this wind turbine because we are not currently actually using any power. JJ Gamer is throwing a tantrum. That is unsurprising. Okay, we're back to ideoloyaltism, What are you doing, JJ Gamer? Where are you punching? Oh. This is reasonably fine. Okay, he destroyed his dresser. Apparently he didn't like his dresser. We're going to make him a new one and see if he likes that dresser better. Now he's cleaning up the mess. Cool. Keep doing that, JJ Gamer. We've got a lot of mess to clean. A whole lot of mess. Cindy is cutting down trees. Always good. We're working on refueling these torches. We really should think about getting rid of the torches. But the freezer is definitely the more important thing. So, reconnect and reconnect. Oh, we're not connected because of this, aren't we? Yeah, this isn't connected to the grid that this is on. Right. For now, it's going to be super awkward. But we'll just go do that. And we need to set this down to be like... I usually like to set it to -10. It's a little bit lower than it needs to be. Wow, they have some anger issues. You are not wrong. You are not wrong. Everybody gets super angry all the time. For no real reason. They have a good life here, in my opinion. A little cramped, but not too bad, all things considered. Apparently this is a very unimpressive laboratory. Things are very dirty. There's kind of... this blood is still from when we opened these cryopods, I'm pretty sure. And we definitely need to clean up this area. That would help with the whole food poisoning thing. Okay, so we do have our power usage going on here, so this is all frozen now. That's good. Now, we might lose power if the wind drops off because we... Oh, we do have our wood fire generator fueled up too. So we shouldn't lose power anytime soon. Yeah, but when I get angry, I don't go around punching fences. I mean, that's true. You don't. Or dressers. Okay, fair enough. I was going to say that I've seen you get angry and you might punch fences, but there are no fences around here that are super easy to punch. But dressers is fair enough. There are dressers that you could punch and that doesn't happen. Fair enough. Mastica has a bionic ear, of course. They're still a little bit upset that Casserole died, but that's fine. Yeah, Mastica's actually upset because he's sleeping alone. Well, we can't do this because you're different ideologies. Not my problem. One of you will have to convert. One of you will have to convert. That's a guinea pig. Hi, guinea pig. Are those wild buffaloes? They are. Huh. We've still not moved the alpacas. Okay. I guess we just don't like moving alpacas. Sounds good. So we've got this lamp here now, and let's go ahead and put in a few more of these standing lamps. So this is a dark lamp. We don't actually want a dark lamp. We don't have the ideology for that. But we can put in a regular lamp here and here to light that up. We can put in a regular lamp here, and I think that'll light that entire room. And then we will put in a regular lamp like right here all the way up. And that will certainly light up all of these rooms. So I want this one to be like here. The cording is going to be a little bit awkward potentially, but that's okay. And then we can get rid of these torches. Walling off the kitchen into its own room will help it stay clean. Yes, this is true. Oh, what's going on up here? Why did it just drag the camera up here? I don't know, but Nuspis and Mastica are now new lovers. So they can actually get a double bed. That would actually work for them. So we would need to reinstall this here. That would be fine. And yeah, making the kitchen into its own room would definitely be a good way to go. I was thinking about doing that. I just hadn't gotten around to it. So that would be something kind of like this. And I guess we should probably reinstall this here instead. Okay. So that'll do for now. We're going to transition away from these wood-burning torches. Grill was incapable of walking for a bit there and is now currently very likely to break. Yeah, that wake-up withdrawal is tough. That is very tough for Grill there. We just don't have wake-up. We could maybe get some eventually, but it's going to be tough. Spartan News, I want you to prioritize moving this. Apparently you... Oh, right. You click on the blueprint. I'm dumb. There we go. And now we can put the wooden wall in right here. There we go. That will definitely help the kitchen stay clean. That is correct. Okay, so we've got some lights going on here. Fantastic. This, of course, needs to become a double bed. So for the time being, we will deconstruct that and then put in a double bed here. Well, we'll deconstruct first. JJ Gamer, go do that. Okay, and now we'll put in the double bed, which will not be a steel double bed, but a wooden double bed, like so. No, we don't need one out here. Okay, go work on that. Fantastic. We need more wood still? We need more wood still. Still more wood. Apparently JJ Gamer isn't carrying very much wood, but that's fine. There we go. Okay, so this needs to go to, I believe it was Mastica, and who's the other? Let's see here. Social. Nuspis. Oh, Nuspis got re-recruited. He's no longer a wild man. I love it. Okay. So we'll assign you there as well. Cool. So there's that under control. And we'll get all of those lamps built. I'm just wondering why these appear different. Is it different rotations? No. I don't know. That's weird. Maybe it's just a variation that happens randomly. Huh. Regardless, we obviously need to get some power in here. You're going to have to be more specific about a psychological condition, because I don't know what you're talking about. We're going to need to get some power in over this way. So, I think the easiest way to do that... Yeah, we can move it through the smoothed walls. I think the easiest way to do it is just going to be to come in over this way. We can move that later. But we'll do something like that. Oh, there's a maddened rabbit over here? Sure. Who do we want to deal with that? Who indeed? Valens? Basically everybody's unarmed at this point. We should probably find guns again. Eve, go ahead and just fight this rabbit. You could probably beat a rabbit, right? Yeah, you can beat a rabbit. No problem. Fantastic. We don't need guns to beat a rabbit. Are there guns over here? Yes, they are. Well, at least one of them is. Sure. That'll be fine. And we're being raided. Okay. I mean that you laugh randomly when you should just be getting mad. I've seen it with people who have some kind of issue. Please don't be mad. I just want to know. No, I'm just not mad about things going weird. So we're going to need to deal with this raid. And what do they got? They are, I think, attacking immediately, was it? But what was their weaponry? 3 bows? Okay. So, Eve, how's your health? Not the best. Let's have Valens come down and equip this chain shotgun. JJ Gamer, you're going to come out over this direction. And we're going to need a couple others as well. Mastica, you'll do. So we heavily outgun them, and they're not going to prepare for their assault for a bit yet. So that's okay. Now the question is, do we want to attack them or wait for them to come to us? And I think we want to do the latter here. If we position over this way, they should begin their attack soon. In theory. Any moment now. There we go. They're beginning their attack. When they round this corner, we're going to have a chain shotgun here, and a chain shotgun here, and a revolver here. Okay. One down. I'm going to move this guy back a bit. He is refusing to move. There we go. Okay. It's unfortunate that not getting angry in situations where anger is counterproductive is seen as a mental disorder. Strongly agree. I strongly agree with that statement. Yeah, I just think that there's not really a reason to get angry at video games. Like, it's a video game. I'm not concerned. Yep, we're going to head up over here and see about chasing down humps. There we go. All good. We didn't even take any heavy injuries there. They just kind of wandered in randomly and died. Cool. So we're going to head on home, and that is absolutely fine. So how are things going with our power generation over here? So obviously we need to have a little bit more in terms of light over this way. I'd like to have a light there, a light there, and then maybe like a light out over here. We'll see what that does for overall, we'll see what that does for overall situations there. Overall, the lighting situation in here is looking pretty decent. What's our power draw? Reasonably high. I mean, we are running the freezer here, so that's to be expected. Let's get rid of this torch. Is that our last torch? I believe so. Cool. Our power conduit is going to come down over this way so that we can power this. We're not really powering out over here. We can run a power conduit down if we really wanted to, like down this corridor, something like that. Spacecraft chunks. Cool. We'll flag that for deconstruction whenever somebody gets around to it. Not too concerned about getting that done quickly. They are playing Okay, sounds good. Now, can we get... Okay, electric smelter, yeah. What we really need here for our research, as after we're done with solar panels, I don't think that watermill generator will be too helpful for us. I think our next thing to go for would be complex clothing. I think that would be the next plan. We clearly need more light down over this way, so we're going to put in a standing lamp like over here and one over here, maybe even one up here. Oh, Valens and Sigma 162 are getting married. I wonder if now they'll be able to share a bed once they're actually married. There is a fire. We're working on it. Mastica, you are... Oh, you're the one that started the fire. Cindy, please get up and come out over this way. Sigma 162, I'm going to want you to try to put out this fire. I was hoping to not do it from this angle, but sure. This really needs to be cooler. That's going to be a problem for us. We shouldn't be in here. We absolutely shouldn't be in here. Mastica is starting that fire. Do we have anyone out over here? Yeah, Valens. Okay. We're going to head over this way. We need to get these fires out so that it can start cooling in here. And that is exactly what's happening now. So these guys need to seek a safe temperature. There we go. Mastica is no longer starting fires. That is good. And I think we've got this under control. Cool. Pretty sure that these guys have this under control. Yep. Okay. We are lacking in batteries. This is definitely a true statement. But we also don't have the tech for batteries. So there's that. Battery would be another good tech to go for. That is true. We could store some batteries like off over here. We'd want them to probably be indoors. I don't know if batteries in this game have an aversion to being rained on, but I would imagine it's not good for them. I know it isn't in reality. Hey, JJ Gamer is finally clearing out all of the blood from the dromedary. There we go. From the dromedary pen. Fantastic. That's been a while. That has been a while. Dromedary 3 has given birth. Always good to see. And we're getting all that repaired up. Mastica's doing the honors there. I like it. Okay. So we can smooth these surfaces over this way. I don't want to smooth necessarily all of those surfaces. Not these surfaces. But I do want to smooth surfaces in here. Kind of like that. There we go. And we're going to need more power over this way, obviously. It's just a little awkward to get power over here right now. I don't really like the power line just out in the middle of everything. But here we are. Okay, we'll just do that for now. Once we get all this smoothed, we can run it through the walls, and that will be a lot more aesthetic, shall we say. Okay, so we've got how many slots here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 total slots. We should reassess our number of meals like this. Simple meals, we should only store 50, and fine and lavish meals, we can store 10 of. Okay. All looks good. We still haven't moved our alpacas. I really feel like we should have by now. We don't allow alpacas here. You know what? As soon as it's morning, I'm going to tell Sigma 162, get over here and move the alpacas. I'm tired of not moving the alpacas. That'll be fine. This light probably should get reinstalled here. I think it'll be a little bit more efficient there in terms of lighting this room. That'll be fine. That being said, most people do have psychological issues, usually just not to the point that they have to acknowledge said issues. I mean, yeah, everybody has some sort of psychological issues. Absolutely. There's not any such thing as a normal human. But also, not being normal is normal. So, there's that. There are definitely researches that we need to do here. That's for sure. And, do we do anything with these guys? Oh, we're just storing them in our stockpile. I love it. We're just storing the corpses in our stockpile. Fantastic. Eve tried to convert Cindy. Honestly, I'm not too concerned about the religion conversion. These guys are only betrothed, right? They've not actually had the marriage at this point. Yes, fiancé. If I recall correctly, you have to actually... Or they'll hold the ceremony on their own eventually, I think. So once they hold the ceremony, we'll try putting them in another double bed. Just for the time being, I think that we are going to build a double bed right here in their room that we can swap in if it works. There we go. That'll be fine. The corpses are just kind of chilling over here. I'm sure it's good for this water. I'm sure that'll be fine. No problem whatsoever there. Hey, solar panels have finished up. I think we're going to go for batteries next, and then after batteries, then we're going to go for complex clothing. I think that's what we're going to do there. So I would like to get a solar panel built. And a good spot for that might actually be down over on this side, like right here-ish, but I don't really want to have it be that close necessarily. Maybe we should put the solar panel out like over here-ish. A little ways away from the building itself, but reasonably close. Kind of like that. That'll do. Now, I didn't actually get anybody to move the alpacas. No reachable pens. Oh, there's no gate here, is there? I think I forgot the gate. No wonder they haven't moved it. That'll do it. Fantastic. This, we can try to reconnect. Yeah, there we go. And we definitely do need a light up over here as well. I mean, this is not an efficient light pattern. I'm not really going for an efficient light pattern here. I guess we can just park it here. Okay. And yeah, this darkness over here is pretty intense. In reality, we should probably get another lamp over this way. That'll do for now. Has this gate been built yet? No, as soon as Sigma 162 gets up, we're gonna send her out to build this gate. That'll be fine. Okay, relations with Eastern Jacoin have changed. Tendency to move toward natural goodwill. -92 to -100. I feel like that's the opposite of towards natural goodwill, but sure. Sure. So we're going to build this lamp. That's fine. And then we're going to go work on this up here. That'll be our next thing. A squirrel has self-tamed. Okay. I guess we've got a squirrel. Not sure where it is, but I don't know how useful that is. Probably not very. Okay, so now we can move these over. Is someone doing it now? No, they're getting wool, but that's fine. Hey, there's an alpaca getting moved. 2 alpacas, 3 alpacas getting moved. I like it. Grill and JJ Gamer might snap. I mean, that's very normal for them. And Eve is just continuing to cook away. Yeah, we need a few more simple meals. We could definitely use some more complex meals, and the way that we would do that is, of course, by restoring our dromedary and our buffalo population, and doing some slaughtering of that. Oh, hello, a fault in an electrical conduit. But this looks like it's fine. Cindy's got that under control with Spartan News, and we've got it repaired. Fantastic. That is something that happens with electrical conduits from time to time. Okay. Hang on a moment. Oh, JJ Gamer is Spartan News' daughter. I didn't realize that. Interesting. And they're just smoothing that wall. Sounds good. So lighting is much better over here. Are we lacking in power production right now? Is that what's happening? I'm guessing we're lacking in power production. Why does it sometimes just randomly pan the camera up to the corner? I have nothing. No idea. Grid excess of 2 watts. Yeah, I'm guessing it's just we don't have enough power here. That's fine. Grill is off for a sad wander, and we will have our solar generator done soon. I do want to start work on a location that we're going to put batteries, and that's going to be over, like, here-ish. And batteries are too long, so we're going to have them up like this. Like that. Okay. We'll put in floors there as well. That'll get built eventually. We're not really in a rush for that. And then we can have some like concrete that connects out over there, as well as a power conduit that connects in like with this back, and then connects in something like that. There we go. So that'll be our power structure. Yeah, it could maybe it could maybe be a little bit more fire resistant, let's say. But I think overall it's fine. In before you put the cut, another awesome stream. Well, thank you very much for that. It will happen pretty soon here, for sure. But we've got a few more minutes. So I'd like to get this building built anyway. We'll see. But overall, this colony appears to be in pretty decent shape. I would like to get another defensive structure maybe up over here as well. We've had a lot of raids coming from this direction lately, and I feel like we need to do something about that. Muffalo wool sandbags sounds like the thing to do. This is one too many. Okay, so we get rid of that one. There we go. And that's just going to be a defensive structure for us to sit behind a little bit. It's not a good defensive structure, but it's somewhere to stand if they come from this direction. If they come from over here, we might want to have one here as well. We'll see. But that solar generator will help us during the day. Night is going to be our bigger problem, as long as if it's night and the wind is not blowing. That's going to be our major problem. For sure. Did somebody break their bed? I feel like there was a bed here. Okay. We don't have wood for a wooden bed right now. Sad. Well, I guess this room doesn't have a bed for the moment. That's fine. We can also, if nobody's in this, we can designate toggle power, but it's not a huge deal. I think it's fine. Yeah, you can see here, nighttime, we have a hard time generating enough power for this. Fair enough. Well, we're also... we barely have anything going on here. We barely have any wind going on, and now the sun's coming up, so our power's good. Fantastic. Okay, what's good, everyone? Well, I feel like that's a very broad question, in all honesty. I think there are a lot of things that are good, to be honest. Like, a whole lot of things. There are a lot of things that aren't good, as well. But I'm struggling on where to even approach that question. Like, where do you even start? That's a complicated one. I think I'm just going to, I think I'm just going to beg off that question. And say that we've got 2 minutes left in the stream, and that's probably not enough to tackle a question of that magnitude. So that'll be fine. Our dromedary pen is doing good, and our alpaca pen is doing good. Technically, they're doing well. They're not doing good. They're doing well. That's back to that whole what's good question. What is good? The thing that this Muffalo pen is doing is not good. It is doing well. Superman does good. Muffalo pen does well. I like it. At any rate, it is pretty much time to be done here, and I feel like I'm just kind of rambling now. Ice cream is good. Okay, yeah, we can start making a list. That is a thing that we could do. Cheeseburgers are good. Yeah, I do agree with that. We can definitely start compiling a list, but it's going to take a very long time to get that done. I think that's true. And ultimately, I do feel like I'm rambling at this point. And I think I'm just going to stop the stream here for now, and we will come back to this one on the next stream day, which will be next Saturday at 11 a.m. Central. That's UTC -5. Thank you very much to all of the channel members for making this stream possible. It still says video, but this was a stream, not a video, including Casserole, Sigma162, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Video Games Are Not Real, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.